Welcome. In this new episode of the channel, Mystery Yonga, we will talk about UFO, the English acronym to define unidentified flying objects. Thousands of sightings and witnesses of UFO every year. But what's true? Can we really believe the evidence is given to us? Considering the magnitude of the phenomenon, in this video we will try to focus only on the videos that have provided the most convincing evidence of the presence of UFOs in our skies. Those cases that create in us the doubt of being observed and studied, perhaps by long time. We will show you the top videos of real UFO sightings. Most important scientists agree with the hypothesis that man is not alone in the universe. Considering billions of galaxies much older than our and each of them with billions of suns and many planets, the likelihood of being the only intelligent life form in the universe remains extremely remote. The main question that fascinates each of us is why these extraterrestrial life forms don't show themselves and why they cannot contact clearly with us. It is very likely that aliens have already been interacting with us for a long time. Thousands of years, continuously even today. There are many conspiracy theories related to aliens and UFO sightings. But one of the most logical and accredited is that the interaction with alien races and humanity is filtered by Western governments which, trying to avoid panic and mass hysteria, put a continuous misdirection in place to avoid admitting contact with other extraterrestrial life forms. Thanks also to technological advancement and the use of social networks, our mind is evolving, getting and interpreting information faster. Very often not distinguishing the real from fake. One of the most relevant manipulations of governments could be exactly that one of constantly provide false sighting of UFOs. Overloading us in such quantity of information that we can no more distinguish fake sightings from real ones. So that if we were witness of a sighting and we document it, we would not be believed. The real would be diluted into the fake and automatically discredited. In this video we will show you all those most relevant footage as evidence of UFO sightings that by their nature and the credibility of esteemed witnesses cannot be underestimated. In March 2004, a Mexican military plane used in the fight against drug traffic came into contact with 11 UFOs, recording the flying objects with infrared cameras. The case is known as Ciudad del Carmen UFOs. The 3 soldiers on the plane declared that the flying objects were not visible naturally. But the plane, being equipped with radar and advanced infrared technologies, was able to detect and film the objects, otherwise not visible. On April 22, General Garcia gave to reporters the original footage of the sighting and authorized them to interview the military who had made it.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Ok, no sabemos qué estamos viendo, son unos objetos nada más luminosos que vienen a la misma altura que nosotros, pero no podemos saber qué distancia.
Paul Hellyer, ex-Minister of Defense of Canada. And I want to highlight Minister of Defense. In April 2008 he stated that in our skies they are constantly being flown over by UFOs. In the conference presented in video, Paul Hellyer invites the US government to decrypt the X-files related to the UFOs, making the world aware of what is happening.
And I said, UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. And a document was prepared which concluded that at least 4 species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years. And I was glad to have Linda this morning finally say that there are live ETs on Earth at this present time, and at least 2 of them probably working with the United States government.
Collier added that of the 80 different species of aliens on Earth, most of them are well-intentioned. But despite this, the United States would be preparing a plan for intergalactic defense with an advanced military-based project on the Moon, a project that should begin in 2020. The project is currently ongoing. In November 2014, the Chilean Navy released a 9-minute video, officially claiming to have filmed a UFO. The video shows a flying object placed at an altitude of 1,400 meters and perfect visibility. The extraordinary images show an UFO performing unusual maneuvers, including releasing a liquid substance into the atmosphere. The video was later handed over to the government agency of Chile that investigates the unidentified flying objects. The video was studied for 2 years without reaching a conclusion by the experts, as per the declaration of Ricardo Bermudez, military leader of CEFAA. The case remains open. On March 13, 1997, there was a collective double sighting in Phoenix involving more than 10,000 people. The sighting is known as the Lights of Phoenix. The collective sighting was explained as lights of planes in formation. Other explanations given by the U.S. Air Force was that of using long-lasting flares that were launched from 4 military aircrafts during an exercise. But the shape, the trajectory and the time in which the sighting of the objects took place do not match with this explanation. Other sightings took place on February 6, 2007, and filmed by the local Fox News station, and also in April 2008. The official explanation this time was that lights were flamed from hot air balloons. What do you think about it? In September 2020, an UFO was filmed by the cameras of the International Space Station, and this does not seem to be an isolated case. There are several videos showing strange objects interested in the station's activities. The object seems to run away the Earth's atmosphere by moving quickly out of the visual field, leaving a light trail behind. No astronauts were ever allowed to comment the event, and the space agency justified the object as space debris. This time we are in Puerto Rico in Aguadilla, April 25, 2013. The video is a black and white infrared recording that highlights the warmth of the objects. During a military patrol in the Caribbean region, a flying object with a strange red light was spotted. In Chile, the object was mistakenly defined as a smuggler's vehicle. The UFO was recorded with the infrared camera. The UFO fly around the Aguadilla airport in direction of the ocean. The UFO appears to change its shape during the flight, skimming the surface of the sea and submerging into the water. Suddenly the UFO seems to clone itself, or to approach another twin aircraft, putting itself in air formation.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
The Pentagon has chosen to release 3 classified videos in which it is possible to see unidentified flying objects captured at night by infrared cameras of the U.S. Navy. The videos date back to 2004 and 2015, and the Navy confirmed the genuinity of the videos. The U.S. Department of Defense has classified these sightings as unidentified aerial objects. From the original audio of the Navy, the witnesses are evidently surprised by the object, trying to mark the UFO with the systems of their aircraft in order to be able to follow it as much as possible.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing! It's rotating. Nickel 6-1 Tango, Roger, Roger. Oh, got it! Woohoo! Roger, there's troubleshooting. What the fuck was that? Did you box moving target? 602. No, I took it on a card. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly!
In the 2004 video, it is possible to notice an object that moves quickly, and then disappears on the left, after a sudden acceleration. As I approached, it accelerated rapidly upward and disappeared in less than 2 seconds. Former Navy pilot David Fravor, CNN in 2017.
This was extremely abrupt, like a ping pong ball bouncing off a wall. The ability to hover over the water and then start a vertical climb from basically 0 up towards about 12,000 feet and then accelerate in less than 2 seconds and disappear is something I had never seen in my life.
And we came to the conclusion of this video. I guess each of you has your own idea. Leave it in a comment and tell me, is the legend real? Give a like and subscribe to the channel, Mystery Omba. Other videos are coming soon. Don't forget to share these fascinating stories with friends. See you at the next mystery.